Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show. Rap sheets and old beefs. Rap sheets and old beefs. Whoa. Rap sheets and old beefs is what we're going to talk about today on the Real Housewives of the A, Season 16, Episode 6. Are y'all ready? Well, come on. I ain't no rapper. I can hold a couple of notes. me. But nah. That was off the dome. What's up, y'all? What's up? Thank you for tuning in. RHOA, like I said, I'm here to talk about my voice all crackling. Man, I did drink some water. What's going on? RHOA, Season 16, Episode 6, Rap Sheets and Old Beefs. Child. I always say that when I'm talking to y'all. Child. I guess we just gonna start off. I guess I'll go in chronological order. Now I got my notes, child. I got my notes. Yes, sir. Let's see. I got that 2 pages. Is that what it is? Shoot. Is that it? What's this? Child. But yeah. The montage. Now we all starting to see a lot of montages. We see one on OC when Tamara riding her bike into the scene, meeting Eddie in the kitchen, and it's a montage of her and seasons past. Now we got this montage of Marlo and Kandi over the years, all the innuendos, all the good, all the bad, child. And it's sounds, well, to me, from what they shown, it's been 50-50. But the severity of things could outweigh others. But from what I'm looking at, it's been like 50-50. I mean, when they showed that clip of Kandi saying Marlo really has a good heart, she's just been through some things. Now that it's really hitting home for you, Kandi, your position has changed. I guess after so much, you just said, forget it. But it was a little, shady. But both of them praising each other. Both of them tearing down each other. And I guess Kandi's just feeding off of Marlo more so. Only really now has Kandi approached Marlo. Well, actually, I think it was that season 3 or 4 when Marlo came on the reunion and Kandi was like, yeah, whatever. She was ready to fight then. I think because she was called a sugar mama, a big mama for taking care of guys, according to Marlo. Girl. I mean, it's going to eventually seem like that because Kandi is the one with the coin and in her relationship. So ain't nobody else come in and been, big dog to her. Well, she ain't paraded them around for us to see. So in a sense, it's going to always be her, paying for things for the most part until whoever get their weight up. But she can't help being at least 35 million in the game Okay, now she meets somebody 65 mil in the game. Not to say she gonna meet somebody, but okay, let's just say Todd hit the lotto, and their prenup says whatever is his is his. Whatever they earn together in the marriage is what they, split up. But they also have their own separate, you know, liabilities and assets. So if he's has this lotto ticket, is his, I believe. Okay, well, that's a little tricky. Let's just say he come into some money. Maybe his mom surprised she put 5,000 on something that hit, and now she's owed 100 million. Yeah, let's just say that. So after all that, her only heir is Todd. Let's just say that for argument's sake, and he has 100 million. He had 88 million strong. That was given to him. He's 88 million in the game. What's Kandi gonna do? Is she gonna renegotiate her prenup? What's going on? Is he gonna renegotiate the prenup? Probably will, to include his assets of 88 million. So that's what I'm saying. So we have to really, be have a perspective, or more of a well-rounded perspective. Because Marlo and Kandi, ooh, at the end, child, at the end. Okay, let's just get through it. Marlo meeting after that blow up, that montage. Marlo's meeting with her management team. It's a husband and wife couple, and they need to do a little better. I think Marlo needs more than just the life coach. She's going to need somebody to coach her on what to say, and because she's ruining her bag. Production is putting her out there in the worst way. Not to say she's not giving them something to put them out here about. So we gonna need Marlo to get her ish together if she want to keep taking care of William and the other one, her underage nephews, with some coin other than what she had. Whatever that is, however that is. Ooh. Next we got Sanya, y'all. Sanya, her brand is on belk.com. If you didn't know, it's more loaves in the south and in the eastern seaboard, I think. I know for a fact it ain't out here. I definitely know. I've heard about it. A friend of mine used to work for the company out there in ATL. So it is very, very common. And like she said, she's on their website. Good for her. Yay. But the family ain't working out. Now, previous episode, she done came in and said, well, my fine husband said he getting ready, for y'all to chuck the deuces, no pun intended. And so he gonna need for folks to start, gearing up to get on the good foot. And how she said it was pretty much, I can always tell when Sanya don't really want to say something, or she feels complex in the situation, because with her, she looks down when she's uncomfortable with things. When she looks you in the eye, she's headstrong about it and in her convictions. But with that conversation, she looked away. Either it was all a lie, or she wasn't strong in her convictions when she delivered the message from what she said her fine ass husband said. Hey, Ross. Good job being a daddy and a husband. All right. No complaints there, but it's some complaints from Sanya's sister. Now, I forgot the woman's name, but we all know who Sanya's sister is. She was like, well, she feels like she may have spoke too soon telling them Ross's wishes. And, mom is kind of cool to go back. Her husband, so Sanya's daddy would like to stay and be with the kids. That's pretty much how older men are. They just want to be around their grandkids and not really have much responsibility because they your kids. But but the mom she'll go anywhere her husband is. So And good for them. But the sister, again, the sister said when Sanya said that from Ross, the sister said, okay, cool. So we gonna be leaving regardless. So Sanya felt like her delivery was wrong, and pretty much it was a little too soon for Ross to make that proclamation, and she's trying to take it back with the help of her sister and mom. But they're like, well, if that's what he said, that's what he said. You know, we ain't trying to play tug and mouse. If y'all got something to say it. Pretty much. That's where they coming from. Because we ain't got time to be fooling around because you are indecisive. You the one asked us to come help you out. Now you telling us to pack our bags? Girl, bye. I guess if that's how they roll, but with me, no, we can't do it like that. You know, there has to be some cushion room, a proper conversation. It doesn't mean Ross got to be there. I mean, you can speak for your husband just like he can speak for you. When he cussed everybody out about his wife, she was like, "That's enough about my wife." I heard that, Ross. Shoot. Anywho, Sanya, get a backbone because you looking real wishy-washy, washy-wishy, not just with your family, but it transcends to your colleagues on this show. Now, I hope your business ain't suffering because you wishy-washy everywhere else. I'm just saying. I like Sanya. She pretty cool. Next, we got a little short little thing about Kenya buying a building for her hair spa. Kenya Moore Hair Care. She's trying to get something going so that it's so luxurious and pomp and circumstance and royal, and of course she chose purple because it's a royal color. It signifies wealth and strength and leader and noble and on top and just praise. She wants all that. All right. Good for her. And the girl she has as her realtor, I think she is. I think she had her on there before, but I can't recall. Anywho, forgot her name. Next, we got She a grandmother. All right. Cairo got a Mexican girl. I'm sorry, she ain't Mexican. He got, I think she white. Anyway, and we always want to know what folks is, so don't even act like I'm trying to start some ish. But he got an other girl pregnant. She told him after the fact. Of course, they were just bumping uglies, and then she get pregnant. Not like they was in a relationship and all that. So at least he wasn't 12 like his mama. How old was she? 14? I know she was in middle school, right? Well, good for him. At least he's got some coins, and well, not a whole lot, but he got some coinage, and he can get some more coinage because he's fine, and he needs some. He needs a little more oomph in him. He looked real soft and pillowy, and for someone his age, and now he's a father, I would expect him to have a more manhood in him. He's real bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Was he nervous for the show? Maybe, perhaps. But just over the years of him being grown, this last 3, maybe 4 years we've seen him, he's been very soft. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just, he off, just, I don't want to say slow, child. I don't. But just, well reserved, I guess. That's how I'm gonna call him. But no shade. I'm just expecting him to be different. Anyway, what's next, child? We done with She a grandmother. Drew's son is getting NBA training, and because she got professional acting training, so she wants to nurture her child's spirit and talents just like hers were as at his age. Well, both her kids, her eldest and the second, the middle child she has with Ralph, They're all out there, and that's good. Getting some professional. I wonder why they can't go in the backyard and do that. Why are they in the front yard? Do they not have a backyard? Is it all grass and stuff? I would prefer for all that stuff to be done in the backyard because it's, a personal training. And I don't know. I don't want to sound judgmental, but to me, it doesn't seem real private. And and if she's trying to get them to be professional ball players, all the secrets and talents is being shown to the world. That people could be videotaping, people could be taking what he's doing with the kids and incorporate that into what they're doing now that they know, or maybe they've already known that he's a professional trainer and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. Have a little more discretion with the kiddies. But then again, they probably just don't have no cement back there because from what I recall, I mean, do they have a pool? Anyway, all I know is I just want them to be a little more discreet with these cheering all over the place. They start talking about stuff and that happened with the group, and Drew don't want to be around Marlo. Drew is acting her behind off. She is putting 20 on 10. I mean, 10 on 0, actually. Because how she's hyping Kandi up and hyping the situation up is just beyond me. First, she's saying how Marlo was towering over her. Excuse you. But as Marlo got up to leave, and she yelled at you, and yeah, she got in your face, and that was it. She didn't just stand there and was being an ogre type person. She just walked out by you, yelled at you, and left. Hello. I don't like that. Anywho. Next, we see Marlo and her nephews, and they're working on themselves and their journals and things that they learned from the life coach. Yay! Next, we got Kandi and Todd. She getting ready to go and also helping him working on his movie. Then they call Kenya to see what's up about the Bryce baby mama party that Kandi was invited to. Something Kandi is unsure what to wear, how to dress. She heard some things. So she called, what's her name? Kenya. And Kenya gives her the deets and also gives her a little more info about Marlo, what Marlo is saying about her nephew and Kandi not sending, bereavements and all this, that, and the third. So there Kandi is getting riled up again. And Todd is like, man, she just wants some problems. Don't really give her none. But Kandi gonna give her the blues, child. Todd just don't know. But yeah, Todd like, Kandi not Kandi not about it. Kandi is not about it. But Todd is like, we good. So towards the end, here we go, child. They meet up at Bryce baby mama event. You know how they do. This is my event that I'm doing. Putting something about what was it again, y'all? She was doing a break stuff if you mad and throw stuff at you to release tension, stuff like that, to let out the frustrations and aggressions. But that didn't go too well because first we see Drew showed up and further tells Bryce baby mama about how Marlo blew up on her ass. How Kenny said, hey, if you could give me one more time, I'll blow up on your ass. Girl, I guess. Then Monyetta comes in. No, Marlo comes in actually after Drew. And Monyetta comes in. Drew didn't say hi to Marlo. She just kind of, I'm like, aren't you a disciple of Christ? Aren't you? It don't take nothing to speak to somebody in pleasantry. She's just setting up. She's antagonizing Marlo in hopes that there'll be a reaction. And see what I say? See, Drew. Anywho, what's next in my notes, child? What's next in my notes? Oh yeah, then Monyetta comes in, and Monyetta speaks to Marlo, speaks to everybody. I thought just the previous episode, it was F. Marlo. See, Monyetta, well, I'll say this. Looking at Monyetta, Drew has a lot to learn. Yeah. A lot to learn. Yes, baby. Good old Christian Shady. Hello. So, folks coming in, Kandi walk in, what's her name? Kenya come in her leather outfit. Kandi come in and she looks bothered. She immediately gets on Marlo. She wants to talk to Marlo away her, and then Marlo suggests Drew come since, she thinks Drew would be a good fit for the conversation. Wrong. So yeah, Kandi goes straight into, I heard you said something about I didn't send flowers to your nephew. So pretty much they got into a big old argument, child, about what Marlo said. Kandi was like, I don't need this. Pretty much you're lying. This, I didn't know him like that. He quit before his unfortunate demise. Stop using my restaurant, for your personal gain and all this, that, and the third. And I get it. I get Kandi. And she's fed up, but like she said when they were taping SWV and Escape, Kandi was apologizing then. Man, y'all, I am so sorry. I apologize in advance for the mess y'all gonna see of me filming 2 shows and the stress of that and this, that, and the third. Girl, we see, because you was going is off on Marlo. So like I mentioned, Drew is trying to suggest that Marlo is violent and aggressive in the conversation just because she's taller and bigger in a way doesn't mean that she's, the aggressor, especially since it doesn't pertain to you. No one else is really, doing what you're doing, Drew. No one is antagonizing nor trying to make it seem like one person is, more is trying to hurt the other. She was the only one stressing. She's just so aggressive. She needs, and furthermore, don't put your hands on her if you think she's aggressive. But Marlo makes it a point, just like Martell Hope did, that when he's, in an adversarial or aggressive conversation, he puts his hands in his pockets just to let you know, this, I'm not about the fisticuffs. And Marlo's the same way. She keeps saying, telling people, stop bringing up my past. I don't live there anymore. But, like Funky Done even said, shout out to Funky, you can't do bad to a person and then expect them to react the way you want them to. So that's that on that, girl. I suggest you find a new route to have a storyline. I suggest you delve deeper into something else, for a storyline. But this ain't it, Marlo, because I don't know. This don't look good for you, in my opinion. This does not look good for you. But yeah, so Kandi was telling Kenya, if Marlo pop off, do not grab me. I know that's right. Ain't nothing, I've never been in this, but ain't nothing worse than being in a fisticuff and somebody is grabbing you away and endangering your position and making it harder for you to do what you need to do. If Kandi already said, if if she pop off, Kandi is popping off too. Kandi ain't in the business of getting hit and laying down on the ground. That's so I think we all clear on that. But yeah, that was it, y'all. RHOA, child, RHOA, season 16, episode 6. Wasn't much, but let me know what y'all think. Did y'all watch? Y'all done with Marlo? Y'all think Kandi need to calm her ass down? Oh, real quick, did y'all see how Bryce's baby mama tried to approach Kandi with affection by, tapping her hand telling her it's gonna be all right, don't worry about it, and we can still have a good time, and I'm glad you're here, and just trying to comfort her. Kandi was like, yeah, girl, whatever. Yeah. Kandi didn't even look her in her face. Kandi was like, girl, I know what she wanted to say. Like, bitch, you can get it too. I don't like you either. See, that's that discernment. That is the difference between Kandi and Marlo. On that note, thanks for tuning in. Please like, please comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and share it with some folks, okay? And if you want to hear me sing a little outro, here you go.